Hi everyone! I wanted to come online here and try something new and different for your positive affirmation for the day. First of all, I wanted to say thank you for the support from yesterday's post where I exposed myself a little bit of that vulnerability that I'm trying to do and be open with everyone now. And to share my story so that I can hopefully use my past, the pain from my past, to help others who who are going through the same thing or who have gone through the same thing and haven't yet found their place of healing yet. And so, thank you for that and for giving me space to be open and for your kind words and support. So, today, for your positive affirmation and mindful thought, I wanted to just bring up the message of loving without ceasing, loving without stopping. And the reason why is I've been, coming back from yesterday and my whole past, how I went through like really emotional abuse. I didn't get the love and attention that, as a child that you deserve and you need, right? Um, and so really I was reading a book and in it they were saying that psychologists say, I'm just going to read off my little notes here, that we have anywhere between 12,000 and 60,000 thoughts a day. And the majority of those thoughts, and as high as 80% are the thoughts are negative. They're about obsessing about mistakes, battling with guilt, or thinking about inadequacies. And so this is actually an excerpt from a book by Yuri William, and it's Getting to Yes with Yourself. And this is where I want to tie this in with learning to love without ceasing. We have to be aware to not treat love as a noun, like it's just some sort of casual word that you would find like on a Valentine's Day card. We want to actually, hopefully, begin to be people who use love as a verb, something that we do. It's an action. And this is perfect what I started thinking about when I think about the word love. It's like, it's perhaps you can adapt this as your mantra for today. It's love is show and tell. It's not just telling someone, you want to show. People are more adapt, to believing you and your message and the gift that you're giving them if you show emotion with it. And so that's something I'm learning as well. And so the other thing is, we want to, tying it in as an action word is like we want to use love as our word, an action form that guides our every thought, our every deed, and again, action without ceasing. And so there are a lot of us that need that kindness and sweet love from the ones who were supposed to give it to us when we were younger. Because when you were young, my friend, my dear friend and mentor, Alyssa, she says, when you're a child, you deserve to be loved. Your family's your world. And so they're meant there to protect you. So unfortunately, some of us weren't given that love and attention that we needed while growing up. And so we get a lot of us are more susceptible to negative thoughts and feeling inadequate and insecure. Hi, thank you for joining me. And so I'm just talking about love, and then there's this going in with that. It's like, how can we begin to be messengers of love? How can we begin to show kindness to others in our every single day action? And so this is how you tie it in with love without ceasing. Because I really want to convey this message. Like, I'm tired of the negativity when like you're interacting with not just strangers, but within your own family and circle of friends. I don't think that's necessary because that doesn't promote any positivity or personal growth. If anything, it stunts it. And so I wanted to bring this thought that maybe we want to be aware of moments in our lives and begin to recognize and reflect the love that is surrounding us from our Creator, from the love that connects all of us, because we all are connected, believe it or not. And hopefully you guys haven't thought about it, but hopefully you guys will begin to think of it like that, because then you get to see that this love really is powerful to change a lot. And so we want to be mindful in a world that's in constant need of love. And so we want to be that love in action and motion. So this one thing, because I journal a lot, and so I wrote down that hate really crosses into generations, into cursing others with pain, loneliness, and let's choose to bring a stop to that today. Because in order to forgive, like, the people who hurt us, we have to think about, they probably are suffering through some pain that they never were asked for forgiveness or even shown love to heal that, and so they go out and hurt others. And so it's a reflection of what happened to me when I was growing up. I just think that perhaps my mother didn't get love, and so unfortunately she only knew what she knew to give. And so with that, I want to bring you with a thought. Decide now, today, how you might face those emotions out during your day and the people you come across. Think about, who do you know that may be facing some sort of feelings of anger or anxiety, hatred, or disgust, and how you can be the love in action and motion without ceasing. How can you show that through you're just being you, and just by being patient with them or speaking a kind word with them. And so I want to just thank you for showing me your kindness and your love, and remember to remain strong in your faith, be positive, affirm what you want in your life, say it out loud, and of course, life will give it to you. The universe will give it to you. God will give it to you. So be brave and be loving in everything you do. Blessings to you, and so thank you so much. Compromising what it was that I wanted actually caused me to look into people or things to try to fill a void and trying to give myself an identity or purpose, something to let me know that I was alive, to get me excited for, to get up in the morning. But I never really found that. And so I'd always cave in and say, okay, I'll do what it is that you want, to make you happy, so that if maybe you're happy and you like me, or I have this, I'll be happy. But that was a false sense of, really contentment, self-contentment, right? And so ultimately I lost myself. And so this is why I jumped on here today to share with you that I don't want that for you. If there's something in your heart that you've been wanting to do, to dream, that you dream of, that keeps calling you to do it, maybe you start it and then you stop it because there are thoughts in you that tell you, oh, you're not ready, or you don't have this and that, then I'm here to say to you today that it's yours. Why do you think that you need someone else's permission to speak and go get what it is that you've been called to do, that's been put inside of you all along, just to go and begin manifesting and trying to bring into reality? That obviously is something that your heart desires to see. And trust me, you won't be sent into any situation in life if you weren't already prepared and guaranteed to have into fruition into your hands. So I want you and I want us to begin practicing no, saying no, saying no more to no. Like, I want us to begin to start saying yes to ourselves. If you want it, go and get it. We begin to cave in our rights as soon as resistance comes our way. And why? Why? Because someone says that you're not good enough. Someone says, oh, you need this. Or the world says you need X amount of money in order to do this. No. Why not just take the first step and try? I don't want you anymore to listen to those around you who don't support you. Because I know for a fact that my natural inheritance and your natural inheritance is to be aware of love's presence. To live a life of freedom, to live a life of love and our uttermost joy. To be full from within. And I plan to help you remove those blocks in your life that stop you from activating your greatness. Your full potential that you've been created to see. Like, I want you to stop waiting for permission from society, from your family, from your friends. Stop waiting to be something. Stop waiting to get something that you've been waiting and wanting to do for such a long time. And as they say, the time is now. You've been created for this time exactly, to get what it is that your heart and your mind has been called to do. And so just really follow your heart and do it. If you fail, get up and try again. Just try again. I believe it was Will Smith who said that before he even got all his money, like the amount of wealth that he's at now, he said he always knew he was wealthy. He always knew that he was the highest paid gross actor. It was only time for the world to catch up to him. So once you already start agreeing and accepting with what your heart has been telling you, and you start just working on it, everything else around you will come in agreement with you. And that's what I want for you guys to know and realize and accept that for yourself. Because if it was given to Will Smith, if it was given to someone else around you, why not you? Why are you not able to attain what it is that you've been wanting for yourself? And really, you lose nothing by trying. You lose a lot more by just sitting on your butt on the couch, thinking about it and complaining about it. In life, we will meet resistance, but you don't have to listen to all that junk out there. Really, we have to begin listening to cultivate our own inner intuitive voice that tells us what to do in order to get what it is that we want to achieve. That intuition. I want us to begin to start turning that no into love, turning that fear and reinterpreting it into love. Think of it now that whenever you hear the word no, or you start feeling fear and anxiety inside of you, begin just thinking to yourself and saying to yourself, you know what, this is actually an invitation for me to step in and to show up and say, I deserve to be here just as anyone else does. I deserve to get this. Begin saying yes to yourself. So let it go. Just go with the flow of your heart, with the rhythm of freedom and light. And whenever you start feeling that constriction in your body, fear, anxiety, suffocation, sometimes is what it feels like, really just begin saying thank you. Thank you, self. Thank you, body, for letting me know that this is really, maybe this is not the way for me to go into. Maybe I'm meant to be going into some other area, walking into an area of light, of love and peace and happiness, whatever it is, so I can start feeling my sense of self again. Because really, at the end of the day, if you don't show up, I can guarantee you that you'll never get anywhere in life. You'll just end up where you are a year from now, where you are right now, 20 years from now. And quite frankly, that has always been my fear. To be stuck, to be void, to be empty, caged in, and not allowed to do what I want. To see miracles happen in my life, to be stuck in depression, because I've been there, and not to be happy, and that's not okay. And it is not okay for you to not be attaining your full potential. Nor is it okay for us to be settling for anything less than we were created to be, or to have. And so I thank you for, being here with me today, sharing in this time of reflection. And I'd like to know, what is it that your heart has been calling you to do? What is it that fuels your fire? For me, for instance, it's just that I've always been wanting to just grow and better myself. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm into spiritual work, emotional work, being in balance in my mind, body, and spirit, and being happy, because I never had that while growing up. And so that's why I feel like I'm perfectly qualified, here to speak to you on topics of depression, anxiety, binge eating disorders, and low self-esteem, because I've been there. And so if anyone's needing help or wanting someone to talk to, I can definitely lend my ear out and speak with you anytime. And I pray that not only will today be filled with light and happiness and love, but also this weekend for you. And again, there's something that I like to say to you guys, actually, before I go. And in the philosophy of yoga, we're always wanting to recognize the other person's presence. And so we say namaste. And so for me, I am going to say thank you. And the light and spirit in me loves the light and spirit in you.